Alrighty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just arrived at the launch. 6:12 a.m. Another day of fishing the California Delta. Last trip was fantastic. One of those trips I said we dream of. You know, you come out to the Delta so many times, or at least I do. More often than not, it seems like, especially this year, it's tough. You're just scrapping for a bite, or maybe just scrapping for a fish over 12 inches. The last trip, we're catching some quality fish, especially at a technique that I think we all love, top water. Catching them on that bone CHOPPO. Had some vicious strikes. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, back on the Delta at a different launch today. Foggy morning. Sun is just peeking up. It's going to get up into the 80s, so should be relatively comfortable conditions for me. But as I've said many times before, this is the California Delta. These fish can certainly change, but we got a big tide swing today. It's dropping right now. I think it's going to be dropping majority of the day. And just to mix it up, we're going to do a challenge, and not so much a challenge. We're just going to do a weight. We're going to weigh our best 5 fish on the touchscreen scale, see what we can get as far as our best 5 weight-wise. Yeah, fingers crossed, because that's another thing. Well, you guys know. Gonna get the kayak unloaded, launcher, spend 7 or 8 hours out on the water. With all that said, we'll see what happens. Oh God, I never can do it. I never can literally get to the spot I want to go to on the map without making a stop or two. It all looks so dang good. That is the trouble with the Delta. It all looks so good. Especially first thing in the morning, like how could there not be a fish just about everywhere? The tide is really strong too. You can see just the way the grass is folding over, how strong this outgo is, because we've got the wind actually coming into us. Everything looks good. Say that today, if by the end of the day we weigh 5 fish, yeah, fingers crossed, a lot easier said than done. If we can get 5 keepers at about 13 pounds, 13 to 15 pounds, I think that'd be a pretty successful day. That's a pretty good day, at least for me this year. Traditionally, typically I'd say right now, average 8 to 10 pounds, 13 to 15 would be nice. Anything over 15 would be a pretty stellar day. Maybe the best day on the Delta of this year. Today could be the day. Sure looks promising. You guys know that confidence meter we've talked about a couple of times? I think it's similar for everybody. Start out every morning, every day of fishing. Confidence is 100%. You think today's gonna be the day, you can just tell. Sometimes that confidence meter stays up, sometimes it goes down, sometimes it fluctuates, but it is pretty cool that every day, first thing, we all start out with a lot of hope, a lot of optimism that it could be the day. Come on, that was the cue for the 5-pounder to bite. Oh no. Whoa, easy, tiger. That ain't gonna keep. But it's another CHOPPO fish. This was the killer last time. Bone CHOPPO up against the bank. A lot of little ones. I know it's just going to be weeding through a lot of those dinks on this particular bait, this technique. But we got fewer bites in the afternoon last time, but they seem to be the bigger fish. So I don't know if that's maybe going to be the case today. Hard to say. Thinking this isn't really going to be super productive if we keep catching fish like this. Well, I will say it's 7:30. I made a lot of casts, switched up the baits, covered some water. Maybe I'm fishing a little too fast, but I'm surprised we haven't come across at least one keeper or even more bites. Haven't had as many bites as I thought I would get this morning. Oh no, don't let the curse be real. Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I already caught some fish.
You had fish sticks for breakfast?
Come on, I'm gonna eat some for lunch though.
That's good. I've caught 2 rats.
Where at?
Oh, I'm on the Delta right now.
Oh, sick. I
Kinda.
get the owners of the ranch I work on invited me to go fly fishing today at some point.
That's cool. You know how to fly fish?
Yeah, it's the thing ever. But yeah, I do.
Well, that's kind of cool. At least you get to go fish.
I know.
Man, it's tough out here. I'm surprised.
Where you at?
Right now I'm at Mandeville.
Another epic day on the Delta, huh?
No, I just came here to try somewhere new. I've been fishing down south lately and doing pretty good. So I tried Central and I've only had 2 dinks.
Dude, what the is that all about? How is that even possible though?
I don't know. It's weird though. It looks so good, but I can't even get bit.
Well, hopefully Clear Lake's lights out, just 5-pounder after 5-pounder.
I don't know if it's going to be lights out, but I think the fish you catch are going to be good.
Not bad. Those 2-pounders are now probably like 4 or 5 pounds now. They gotta be, dude.
Well, that's the thing. Even when I've gone up a few times this year, it seems like on average they're at least a 3-pounder. Yeah. I hope it's at least good outside our house. I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to bring a second kayak for no reason.
I was almost going to bring a compass too, just to drag down there.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. That's why I figure Friday just to pre-fish it. If it sucks, then we won't even mess with it on Saturday.
So it's 5 fish for the cumulative time.
Yeah, 5 fish over like 34 hours, I think.
What do you think's going to win?
High 90s.
You think so?
Dude, that's night fishing? Yeah, high 90s for sure. I think if you just get 5 bites, your first 5 bites will probably be 85 inches. So it's not like the Delta where they're all rats. Like there's no rats there.
All right, let's try to figure something out. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right, dude. I'll see ya.
All right. Yeah, man. I'll talk to you.
Have a great day on the Delta, bro.
All right. Go catch a couple little trout.
Bye-bye now.
Later. Little teaser right there, guys. Next video's coming up. Got a tournament, but it's not the TOC for Yakabass. It's actually a tournament they put in the schedule sort of last minute just because of permits, and they were able to pull one for Clear Lake, so it's kind of a fun event. I mean, it's still a tournament, but definitely a different format. I won't spoil it now, but it'll be different. Something I've never done before tournament-wise. Enough about that. It's 8:15 and I don't even have a fish on the scale yet. Man, I'm telling you what, the curse is real. I'm not superstitious, but I might be. I feel like every time, 95% of the time I do a challenge or weigh my best 5 or measure them, it just does not work out. Man, oh man. The only bites I can get today are on the CHOPPO so far. Just not the size. It's 9 o'clock. No fish on the scoreboard. Time to pull out the reinforcements. Well, I always gotta have a spinning rod out on the Delta. Not saying this is automatically gonna get bit, but I feel like I definitely need to slow down right now. Seen some keepers up shallow. A lot of small ones, but I've seen some keepers too. I do believe they're here. Oh, there's a good one sitting right in the channel. Oh, there's a couple of them sitting right here. Let's see. Just swimming in the current right there. Oh, another one. A couple of nice ones. Jeez. Son of a gun. Come on, get the drop shot. Look at him. Oh, he's looking right at it. A couple of nice ones down there. I think I got my 5 fish limit right here. I can see him at least. I just gotta get him to bite. Literally right below me. And they're spooky though. A big sea lion. Oh man. I guarantee that dude's gonna swim up there and eat those bass. Probably try. He's getting something out there, I think. I don't know if it's bass, maybe striper. Sad thing is, they're way better fishermen than I am. Run for your lives, bass. He's coming. keeper. By the current breaks. I'm gonna have to net this one just because I want to put something on the scale. Oh, he's burying it. Oh my god, you little stinker. He's going right in the grass. Ha! Finally. Seen a couple of these same size fish too, like right in these breaks. I guess I had to change to purple. Oh my god, he's a skinny guy. Finally weigh one though. Oh, I'm gonna back up out of here too. Blow the spot. Yeah, I'd be lucky if that touches 2 pounds. I kind of don't think so. But it's a freaking keeper. Actually a good kayak bass. Long. $165. $9.39. Just took 3 hours to get a keeper. But, you know, on a day like this, the so-called challenge, we're not looking for a million fish, just 5 of the right ones. And as it can change very quickly, making the bite tough, it goes the other way too. The bite can turn on quickly as well, so I feel like you're never out of it on the Delta. Always a chance. Confidence meter went up a couple of percents there. I think this is a pattern we keep running with this kind of mid-strong outgo. There's fish stacked on these little break points. Saw them over there. I think they just saw me first. They were shy after that, but see one more I can fish. I guarantee there's some more fish stacked on it. Oh man, you're coming in, aren't you? Stay away from me and the fish. He's right there. They're smart. They know what's up. When they see fishermen catching fish, they're not just gonna ignore that. That dude just posted up right there. Didn't eat all the fish, probably scared them all away. What a coincidence. As soon as the sea lion shows up, fish stop biting. I see another one of those cuts. Let's jam over to it. I'm sure we'll see our buddy there. Oh, wouldn't you know? Get out of here, bro, dude. Well, you can definitely tell that these fish are stacked based on what he's doing. Every single one of these cuts, all 3 of them so far, he's just come on the other side, ate some fish. I'm not sure what he's eating. He's getting something. Each one of these cuts, though, in a little deeper water. Oh, that's a big one, man. Oh God, please stay on. That's a biggin. Biggin. Oh gosh. Oh, big one. Oh, barely hooked. Yes. Random cast. See, the day can turn around fast. Oh. Man, oh man. Got him hooked, goofy. Holy smokes. There we go. It's got to be about probably in the 4 range, I'd say. Nice chunk. It's a thick one. Big old thick one. You know what? Never mind. I'd say high 3s. It's got a belly on him. I think it might touch 4. Man, the girth on this dude made him seem so giant. Wow, I'm really surprised. He's only a 339. 337. Yeah, dude, I thought that was a 5-pounder all day. I mean, we'll take him. Beautiful fish. Look how fat he is. All right, keeper number 2 is a good one. Man, they look so cool in the water. Big old shadow. Okay. I don't know if there's a random fish or maybe a little bit of a pattern. We'll see though. And again, with this, you know, 5 best, I'd rather have what we've had today with just that one bite versus catching, you know, 20, 12 inchers. That one's gonna count towards the end. That's ultimately what you need. Oh. Not a big one, but a keeper. A keeper. Come on, buddy. Easy. Will that keep? I'm almost positive that's 12, but let's make it official. Make sure he's a keeper. 12 and a half. I'll weigh him. Just never know. Some days you don't even get 5 keepers, so gotta weigh him. Oh my god. Doesn't even break a pound. Number 3. Sad number 3, but whatever. Another pretty vicious bite though. Got my bait back. If you shake it, you shake it, but I don't think you're a keeper. No, you're not a keeper. No. It's a bite though. Man, I like the area we're fishing right now too. Conditions wise, depth wise, it's about 4.5 foot. You know, the grass isn't choked to the top. It's kind of sparse. We're right on a weed line. Water clarity is about 2-3 foot. We got a little bit of a breeze. I mean, these are ideal conditions right now to at least get fish to bite when they're in the area. It almost seems too perfect, but I don't know. Oh, there's a good one. A keeper at least. Just saying the conditions are right. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. He's pulling. Might be bigger than our 3.5 pounder. Some pressure on him. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's barely hooked, of course. Stay on. Sir. Ooh, there's a nice one. There's a nice heavy one. Whew. Yes. Oh man. And he smoked it too. Back off the spot. Beautiful. It's a good fish right there. It's just a solid one. Solid fish right there. Not a giant, but solid. Sure, that's high 2s. 299. All right, there's a good one. Fun one. Crushed a CHOPPO. Well, when they're eating it today, they're making no mistake about it. Let's keep her going. Oh, I don't think it was a big one, but another aggressive bite. It might be feeding time. Oh, had one. Shoot. Finally. Figured they had to be eating the chatter or something if they're going to be eating the CHOPPO. meaty guy though. Alright, finally some chatterbait fish. Oop, had one. Another one. Kind of a weird bite though on the blade. Not as crushing as on the top water. Same area though. A little deeper, but conditions are the same. This one little section or stretch definitely has some fish in it. There we go. I think that's a keeper. I think that's number 5. Not a big one, but number 5, you can get them in. Always good to have 5. Oh, there's a keeper. Yep. Come here, sir. Yes. This will probably be a pound. Maybe a pound and a quarter if we're lucky. But number 5. Kind of worried earlier that wouldn't even get a limit. Ooh, got some meat to him. 145. All right, thank you, sir. Now it's hopefully time to upgrade. Do some culling. We got 3 out of those 5 fish that we need to get rid of in order to have a chance at that 13 to 15 pound bag, or just get one giant one. That would get us there too. Get off there, dude. Oh. Oh. See the way that thing hit? Dang. Do it again. There we go. Little fella. Guys, getting smaller. Kind of wonder when the tide gets too low, maybe some of those bigger fish slid up under the mats. It's more time to punch, get the punching stick out. Could be that time. Alrighty guys, just after 1 o'clock. We got some work to do if we want to hit our overall bigger achievement. Let's see if we can punch a big one out of here. Tide's moving, tide's low, it's starting to come in again, so things are setting up good on paper. Let's see if the fish act accordingly. Oh golly, that was a bad hook set. That's a big one. Good cull fish. Yeah, buddy. Man, well, they're doing what they're supposed to today. Nice. Thank you, sir. Oh, man, I almost goofed that up real bad. Solid one. Real solid one. All right, we get to cull a less than a pound fish with a probably another 3+ pounder. .302 culls up 2 pounds. Well, we're at 12.5. One more cull and we got our 13 at least. Look out for the sea line over there. Nice. Alrighty folks, 2:16 off the water, and another interesting day, a day that I thought I totally cursed myself. I don't know why I continue to do this. You'd think that I'd learn after, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 20 trips where I seem to always want to measure them or weigh them, do something funny, and it never works out most of the time. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't apparently. So today we did the best 5 weight challenge. This morning was really slow. Kind of surprised. Conditions look really good, especially for some topwater fish. That confidence meter, as we said, started at 100%. And it was slowly but surely dwindling down hour after hour after hour. Caught a couple of rats in the beginning, but I don't think we caught our first keeper until 9:30, I want to say. It was tough. I tried everything. I actually had 10 rods with me today. Every single one of my rod holders had a rod in it. Mixed and matched different baits. Moved away from the top water, threw some smaller baits, some underspins, chatterbaits, threw a glide, even went down to a drop shot. Could not buy a bite. The first sign of life or anything really today was when we really had a strong outgoing tide. That tide was really starting to move out, and there were certain areas, little cuts that had these little current breaks where they'd funnel. You get like a smaller deep ditch and the fish would congregate in those areas. I saw some nice ones, some keepers, which makes sense because we had our friend Mr. Sea Lion next to us and he was munching on fish. There were fish there. Caught one, I think our first keeper on the second one we tried. Fish on the board, keeper number 1. Moved on after that, started fishing within that island. The tide was starting to really get low. You could see the things that once were underwater, above water now. Moved back to that bone CHOPPO, threw it out towards some stick ups. I think it was the first couple of cranks and something smoked it. Had a big head shake on it. I thought it was a monster, but ended up just being a pretty good fish, 3.5 pounder, but a good sign, a CHOPPO fish. Kept going with that, working that. I think we picked up another one on the CHOPPO. Caught a few more. I think we got number 4 and eventually 5 all on that CHOPPO. Kept working that area. I think I caught a couple on the chatterbait. Had a few more strikes on the CHOPPO, some airborne fish, which was pretty cool. And once it slowed down, the tide got really low. Decided to move on, fish our way back towards the ramp, and pretty much the only other bite we had was a punch fish under a hyacinth canopy. Was another solid fish, 3 pounder, so was able to actually cull one of those dinks out of our best 5. And I think for our best 5 today, weight wise, we only got 12.5 pounds, but I don't know, based on how this year's been fishing out on the Delta, 12.5 pounds is definitely one of the better days for me personally out here. Size wise, quality wise, I definitely got a little bit lucky today with some better bites and actually putting them in the boat. But no guys, that's going to do it for today's day out on the water, today's day of fishing. As I kind of hinted earlier, next couple of videos I think will be a lot of fun, heading up to a tournament, kind of a specialty tournament we'll call it, and of course meeting the crew, so definitely looking forward to that. Should be some good fishing as well. But as always guys, I thank you for watching, for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one.